Okay, I'm Kofi and I play WFL III drums because they are made by the same guy who made my dad's drums in the 60s. 3-ply shells, mounted with the secret ingredients that Ludwig used back in the 60s for my dad. And they're solid mounted, no rim mounts, so I don't need any gels on my drums. The same heads I've had on my drums for like 2 or 3 years. Single ply Aquarian heads, a Focus X Aquarian head on my snare drum that dampens it a little bit. My dad's way of dampening a snare drum was to have hash fall out of his joint and make little holes in the snare drum, which gave it a nice sound, but he had to replace his heads after there was too many hash lumps and holes. Silver Sparkle, same as my dad's drums from the 60s. And they sound great.
What sizes are they?
We have 8, 10, or 8x8, 10x8, 12x8, or 8x12 as they say in backwards. A 14x14, a 16x16, a 13-inch by 5.5, I think, 5.5, 13, a 22-18, sorry, a 20-18 and a 22-18. 22 on my right foot, 20 on my left foot. My dad had it the other way around. He had the 20 on his right foot and the 22 on his left foot because he came from playing jazz. So his kick drum was a 20. So when he added a kick drum, he added a 22. I was the opposite around. I started in rock. So I started with a 22 and then added a 20. But then got into jazz when I was about 14, 15 years old. And I've been broke ever since.
What about your cymbals?
Okay, Zildjian Ks I like, except for my quick beat hi-hats, 14-inch quick beat hi-hats, which I have a set from when I was 10 years old. My first ever hi-hats, I still have them. So these are a newer pair, but I have a quick beats. I have a K top and a Z bottom most of the time. This is a K 18-inch crash ride, cut to a 14, so it has a bigger bell. And then I have a 8-inch K splash, a 16-inch dark crash, an 18 dark crash, a 22-inch riveted ride with a rivet missing already, which I'll have to put in, and a 20 crash ride with all 4 rivets in because I just put 2 in yesterday. They come out every like 10 gigs, I lose a rivet, and then I have to get my hammer and screwdriver out and stick a new one in. But I had to drill these myself because Zildjian don't do it anymore. Zildjian don't give you riveted cymbals anymore, so I had to drill them myself. And Steve Gadd cowbell, because Steve Gadd's an awesome bloody drummer.
Cool. Anything else you want to mention?
Piece hardware, the most expensive hardware you can get. Yeah, I think that's it. I have a few. I have a DW drum stool from my DW endorsement days. I kept that, a good stool. I think that's it. Vater drumsticks, specially designed by me. Nylon tips, so they last longer, so I can get the full thing out of the sticks. What am I missing? I think that's everything, right?
Yeah. Cool.